What's up, everybody? Brett here. I'm back today playing some more Darkest Dungeon. So a little bit a new thing for me. I'm currently sitting here at my desk looking down at my brand new puppy. So his name is Tiny, and he is going to be helping me record. We got him yesterday. He is a... oh my god, I'm going to mess this up. He's a... damn, I can't remember how to say it. He's half German Shepherd, half Husky, and he is incredibly cute. So he's a little bit whiny because he's very lonely, and he had a bunch of brothers and sisters, and yeah, we picked him out of the litter. He's awesome. He's very talkative. He's very smart, but he's currently sitting at my feet, which is a new thing for me because every time I say something, he just kind of looks up at me. But I'm gonna have to get used to it because he's gonna be my companion throughout the day. And I'm happy to finally have a dog. It's been a long time since I had a dog, and I wanted my kids to grow up with one. We had a kitten for a while. I remember talking about that with you guys, but unfortunately, Bitten got eaten by my neighbor's dogs, which certainly will not happen to this dog, who will one day become quite the fierce and loyal protector. But for right now, he's a little bit of a scaredy dog, and he's a little bit lonely. But his name is Tiny, once again. And I might have to redraw my logo to put him in there, because the only thing he wants to do is sit on my lap and get pets. But right now he's got to settle for the floor. Anyway, guys, let's get back to the game. I just thought I'd share that with you. That's kind of a major change for me, and you know, I've been very busy lately, which is why sadly I haven't gotten a chance to record much Darkest Dungeon. Perhaps one of my favorite games ever, but yeah, just not much chance to record. And in the last episode, if I remember right, did we lose another Vestal? Don't like that. Let's maybe switch this up a little bit, just for fun. I think the Jester is maybe a little bit too good to get rid of, unless we switch out for that. For all that is good, I did not know that was a group. Very cool. Okay, let me sorry guys, it's been, like I said, it's been a while. Let me kind of reshuffle everything, reorient myself. I know we've got lots of good items. Good stuff for the Crusader. I don't think we have the stuff for the Flagellant. No, we're gonna have to think a little outside the box for him. This stuff is all good for the Houndmaster though. We can put him in the back. And as far as the Vestal goes, we were running kind of a high healing build. Yeah, just pardon me guys, trying to get back into the swing of it. Some of these items look a little cold to my eyes. Let's go ahead and get the Sacred Scroll. That's pretty big healing. And the Flagellant is something we need to figure out. We've got so many good items, we could honestly give him whatever we wanted. We could go for protection, we could go for more damage. The Ancestor's Candle is probably just too good not to use. Damage, speed, dodge. And then I think... yeah, all of his abilities are melee that aren't heals. So he could even take something like the Ancestor's Pin for even more damage. Sure, is there anything better than that? Ooh, I kind of like Flesh's Heart. Make him a little bit more tanky, give him more HP, and the bleed resist is certainly not irrelevant whenever you're going into the Crimson Courtyard. So let me just make sure everybody's got the right skills to pay the bills. I like the AoE. I like having the stun as well, though. Okay. Yeah, I think everybody's good. Okay. Before we go into there, let's go into here. So I want to start pushing towards our end goals in Darkest Dungeon. We've only got the Darkest Dungeon itself left. These guys have got to be all good by now, right? Yeah. Are there people in the sanitarium? There are not, so we need to do that. Let's go ahead and... ooh, recording messing up a little bit. Yeah, does that. There's a weird spot right here. Oh, that's not good. Well, let's treat the people who are currently having issues. Oh no, I might have to Alt-Tab out of that. Yeah, sorry guys. Let me fix that real quick. It just usually takes a little Alt-Tab. Normally I do that before I start recording, but I totally forgot that that happens with OBS. I don't think that'll mess up the video at all, so we should be fine. Ooh, nothing bad to get rid of on Ver. But I don't want to put anyone in here that's not already infected, because I don't want to necessarily spread the disease. We could give him... I like Daredevil. We'll lock that in. Okay. And into the darkest dungeons we go. Let's embark. We've still got three invitations. I'll take a stack there. It's always dangerous coming back to Darkest Dungeon and not being fresh and jumping right into kind of the deep end of a harder sort of boss area. Because I'm not playing at my sharpest, you know what I mean? Like, and our funds are starting to dip, I'm noticing that. We've been kind of spending wildly, but we're at the end of the game. No point not to. The big problem that you'll notice is that we had a town event that made it so that we were only able to bring so many rations. The supplies were cut in half. And I think they cost more than they normally do. Yeah. Let's check this real quick. We might have an item or two that we can sell to try and accrue a little more interest. I'm not seeing anything like that's jumping out at me. Obviously, we don't use the vast majority of our items because we just have better stuff. Okay, we're good. Let's embark. We should be revealing... At last, the Countess reveals herself. We should be pretty damn close to the end of this. I don't remember exactly where we left off. Were we close to a key? Okay, we've got cravers here. So we'll make them bloodlust. Where are we? Oh, Jesus. Okay, we'll keep going. Apparently set us on this path. This is a way for us to get some stress relief, which is great, because the flagellant was coming into this with a bit of stress. And now we're kind of at a nice baseline. Let's not forget to use the dog treats. Oh, right on. Get some trinkets right off the bat. It's been very costly for us coming in here. We've been losing in gold, but making up for it, hopefully, in not trinkets, in curios. I'm very happy nobody decided to, I don't know, have some sort of mania and touch that.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I don't like to stock up on these, but having one firewood at all times, whenever you're in the courtyard, is generally a good idea. And if we get more food, yes, that's what I really wanted. Right now, we can just kind of use it. It's kind of a use it or lose it thing. We'll even use a torch. Let's get ourselves that accuracy buff for our next battle. And I have to say, Tiny is being a very good recording pup right now. I was expecting him to make all sorts of noise. But he's, for the moment, just happy to be hanging out. And I want as much of this stuff as I can get. Sadly, I'm going to drop the dog treats already. I really don't value them very highly. And we're going to drop the gold as well. Let's do a little bit of handling my OCD. And we have another craver. And just like that, we're already low on blood. Well, there's a good chance we'll get some from some of our upcoming fights. Already just stacking big damage, stacking huge bleed. Really hoping he would try and like protect someone, because then he'll just die next turn. Instead he marked us, which is no good. Yes, bleed for us. No, don't like that. Let's go for her. That sucks because I was really just hoping to get the self-heal. Even more than the damage. She's the only one currently not infected, is what I was going to say. Alright. Whatever. Might as well round them all out. We do have horror, though, which I do not like.
The mind.
We've got multiple forms of stress relief, though. So we don't have to be too worried about it. And if we have to, we can switch to some of the stress relieving options that the flagellant has access to.
As the enemy crumbles.
Alright, 8 bleed on him. If we hit this thing, we know we kill it, so let's get it. Go ahead and get rid of it before it heals itself some more. And now we'll just take advantage of this time to heal ourselves. And we're back up to full. Smack him. Yes. Xenophon does good damage. And we pick up the sharpened letter opener. That is great. Damn, I'm tempted at this point to toss some food. We know we want this. Let's pick up whatever we can, which is just the busts. So we've got 2 full stacks of busts. This is the Grave Robber. It's melee centric. Gives dodge, melee skill, accuracy, and melee skill damage. And then you get crit whenever you have the other piece. That's incredible. That's a great pickup. Let's get rid of the medicinal herbs, perhaps. We have enough food, and I think the medicinal herbs primarily are used for... Man, there's a name for those things. Is it a cloche? Cloche? I don't remember what the names of those things are. Don't make fun of me. It's those serving dishes with the tops on them. It's something like that. It's cloche. I don't remember.
Packs laden with loot.
Okay, this is another full stack. We want that supplies. If we can get it. I'm very wary of throwing away my last shovel. I think I'm much more inclined to throw away, you know, a small stack of food. And then perhaps spam out some holy water and rely on our team's ability to get rid of the stress themselves. But we're going to have to start prioritizing that pretty soon. The items that we gave the flagellants makes him very prone to taking stress. He's at plus 20% right now. This would have been nice to use, you know, with the holy water. Would have gotten rid of all of his stress. Ooh, I passed up the secret room. Let's go back. I'm sure you were yelling at me while I was talking. Let's go in there. It's just a way to save someone. I owe you a debt of gratitude. And then now he will appear for recruitment. Or she, rather. The plague doctors are a she. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, they have breasts. But they're wearing a large face mask. Okay. Man, so much loot. I guess I'm going to toss anti-venom. There is still a point to collecting all of these. We've nearly got everything upgraded, but we're not 100% finished yet. Please tell me I couldn't see that trap. I probably could. And I may want to leave that here, because I think we're going to have to walk all the way back to get where we want to go. I don't actually know what's down here and why I decided to come this way. I just know where the Countess is somewhere in here, I think. Or here. Something like that. Stack those bleeds, lower their resistance. Make sure they bleed whenever the Houndmaster attacks. Yeah, stress relief is going to have to become a thing. Something about these guys just bothers me. I don't know what it is. I guess I just don't like their faces. Let's try and stun him out of an attack. These guys do some pretty horrific attacks. Try and stun him. Wow, that did a lot of damage too. Excellent, I'll take it, and he'll die to his bleed. I wasn't expecting that much damage from that. But yeah, Buried Blast, is that what it's called? Yeah. That sucks, because I was really counting on using his stress relieving abilities, and now we don't have access to that. 13 bleed. They're dead in 2 turns no matter what. And we're gonna have to heal up for sure.
Slowly.
1 down.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
16's a pretty good base for healing. I don't know why they're like spam targeting him. I know he's marked. That's probably a good enough reason. But they're spreading the damage around pretty well now. And with that, the Flagellant can actually use his healing ability. I'll take that. Thank you, sir. I was gonna say, we're gonna get pretty damn near full heals there. Little Cry Havoc. And they are both dead. Unexpected crits are the best crits. Let's hope we can go before him, but I don't think that's possible. Crusaders are so dang slow. At least he didn't heal himself again.
The slow death.
I'll take a bleed. We still have bandages. We'll just go ahead and get rid of it.
Unforgiving.
Kind of spread the inspiring cry around.
A dizzying
Ow.
blow to body and brain.
Okay, well we're really gonna have to spam it. Get rid of that bleed. Cry Havoc. And let slip the Dogs of War. We'll hit him just to set him on the path towards death. 18. I'm very impressed with our Vestal's heals. And then hopefully just one of us needs to be faster than him. If not, he'll die to his own bleed. Jesus. They're really trying to get us with the stress this time around. Nice. And he hit himself this time with it. Last time he didn't. It's not guaranteed.
The offensive.
I'm happy to pick up another shovel as well. I may need that. Okay, I can't see what's going on. There we go. When the map gets so big, it gets a little funny. We don't want to touch that. We don't have the means to handle it properly. We need more blood. We need some of these groups to give it to us.
A powerful blow.
I'll take some fat crits. Let's go for... These guys are relatively easy to stun. The Sycophants, if you get the chance, they're a good target for that. 55% chance is very low, but don't ever try to stun the Supplicants. It just won't work. So we landed the bleed on the Courtesan, but we missed it on the Manservant with the Flagellant attack. Which is sad, because the Flagellant's bleed, I think, is 5 per round. Which is a hell of a lot. She's going to heal herself and turn into a disgusting monster. Our good boy down here, he's got a vet appointment today. When we took him home, he seemed like he was doing fine. Oh, that was pitiful. He seemed like he was doing fine until he threw up in the truck, which is normal. He's a puppy.
The wounds of war
You know, he could get a little car sick.
but never hidden.
But he threw up, and later when I washed him, we took a blanket with us, an old army blanket. Pretty much good for throwing up on. We took that with us, and when I went to wash it, I noticed what he had thrown up. They had him in like a really crowded, tiny backyard with a bunch of other dogs. And he's kind of the smaller of his brothers and sisters. And I think maybe he's been sick for a long time. He had in his stomach a bunch of rocks
Press this
and like a
advantage.
zip tie.
Give them no quarter.
He had chewed up a zip tie into tiny pieces, and he threw it up. just a bunch of pebbles, a bunch of zip tie pieces, a bunch of grass. So it made me a little concerned. Maybe he hasn't been getting enough food. Or, I don't know, maybe his brothers and sisters kind of crowding him out, so he's been hungry. He hasn't been growing as much. I don't know. Just stuff to think about. You never want to see an animal throwing up, you know, unnatural stuff. But he's a puppy. Sometimes puppies just eat what they're not supposed to, you know? You never know. But after seeing kind of the environment he was hanging out in, just a little crowded. The people who were taking care of him, I think, were doing an excellent job. They were overwhelmed with unexpected puppies, which can happen to anybody. And if you don't have a big enough yard for a bunch of larger dogs and, you know, really active puppies, that can be hard. That can be really hard to manage.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
When you're a new pet owner, it's just a bunch of stuff I got to think about. I got to think, you know, has he been eating enough food? Has he been, you know, eating things he's not supposed to? Is that something I got to watch now, you know? Because I have a normal house. My house isn't really set up for, you know, for puppies. Not 100%, not yet. I see you, Tiny. He's looking up at me like he knows I was talking about him. Alright, spiders. We'll probably camp after the next area. And that'll help us. We'll get our HP back in line. And we'll get our stress under control. Alright, that should be a dead spider. We went for him because he hadn't attacked yet. He'll die to his bleed.
Death waits.
It's a pretty gnarly crit
lapse in
from the spider. I knew I was taking a risk when I went for the stress heal over the actual, like, attack with the Houndmaster. Because there's a good chance he could have just one-shotted one of these guys. Alright, peace out. 28 crit. You'd love to see it. But that's still a pretty bad blight. And we can cheese this just a little bit, get some heals, get some inspiring cries. Yeah, if we tarry, surely more will come. That is 100% accurate. So let's blast this thing. It'll be dead this turn. Very good. And just like that, our numbers are looking great. And I'm not going to tempt fate. I'm just going to get the kill, get the heal. Maybe get a crit, you know, get a little bit of healing.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright. Fight whatever's in here. Okay, we just got rid of our torches, so we can't get rid of that. This is better be a way to a key. I think that must be what I was thinking. I had a better idea of the map back then, because I had checked it once or twice. This person likes blood. We're taking a little bit of a risk giving it to her. Yeah, because we're going to get nothing for it, and we might end up needing that blood before this run is over. And as I say that, instantly the craving starts. Now, we can leave them at craving. They get some buffs and debuffs from that. So they'll get speed mainly, but lower max HP. And resistances to stuff, not a big deal. The virtue chance can be a problem if stress is an issue, but it's currently not. I don't mind having a little bit of a speed buff. It's the HP debuff that I don't like. But then there's also negatives to being bloodlusted as well. Okay, we'll go for the damage here. And that puts her dead. Ooh, and we whiff. Does that give him bonus dodge or just bonus protection? Excellent. Glad to dodge that. It's a heavy damage with a debuff and a bleed. Okay, a little bit of resisting going on.
Well,
Let's land this. And... yeah, let's go for the attack. I was hoping to do one more point of damage and then the manservant would have been gone.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
We can just smack him. Man, Xenophon has missed him twice now. .24 damage between them. At least they resisted the stun.
And panic.
Okay, he's gone. And we'll spend some time doing a little bit of damage control.
Soothed. Sedated.
Not bad. 9, 9, and then whatever Xenophon had left. Okay. There's also, yeah, the stress of being craving is also not good. I guess I'd rather him have the bigger speed bonus and more damage.
Destroyed.
Alright, get crushed. Man, look at all this stuff I can't even pick up.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Sure, I'll take that so I can get a full stack. We've got 4 full stacks of those. Damn. I'm actually going to toss these. These are very important. All of these supplies currently are very important to what we're doing. Please be the last room. Thank you. Alright, our first hunger check. Not a bad time. We've got plenty of food, and we also have a little bit of HP. We've got an extra shovel, so I'm going to do this. Oh, I can't use... oh my god, of course. I'm such a dummy. Well, I can't use this right now. I don't know why in my brain I thought they stacked. You know what it is? I've been playing Warcraft 3 Reforged. And they made a change in the Reforged game that allows things to stack that didn't used to. In my brain, I just saw it stacking. I was just like, yeah, of course it stacks. It does not. It does not, in fact, stack. And then now I get the craving, and now I have a free slot for blood. Of course. Man, where are we going with this? Okay, maggots and spitter, very easy fight. Just get rid of the maggots right off the bat. No reason to let them hang around. They do stress damage. Resisted. Their bleed resistance is already pretty low, and we lowered it even more. I'm shocked that they resisted anything. Okay, still don't quite have the kill. And sadly, we don't have any
annihilated.
Any AoE to deal with him. So he's going to get one attack off. And if we dodge it, hell yeah. Very good.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I don't want to dig that up. I'm going to value my last shovel. We got 90% there. Sure. Don't miss. It can be very easy to miss that trap. Damn, another shovel. These things give pretty good treasure. I'm already realizing we're gonna have to come back 100%.
Otherworldly corruption.
Okay, we've got another Craver. Yeah, I'm glad we still have... I think we have 2 more invitations after this. And finally the chest. We're gonna camp after this battle. And if this chest has the key, which I think it does, then we'll be able to go back, I guess, and finish this place off. But we got a lot of backtracking to do. I don't think these connect. I would be pretty surprised if they did. Stun here is a death sentence. That's awesome. This guy's got a lot of HP, but if we land the stun, it's worth it. Wow, she got a crit heal. Feels bad, man. Gross. Huh. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna keep it pretty short today. Like I said, I gotta take the little one to a vet. He's got an appointment coming up. Actually, let me make sure I got my phone next to me so I can see what time it is. Yeah, it's not too much longer from now. Yeah, but between new dog, lots of schooling, the kids, ugh, it's been a lot of stuff. Also, another little kind of weird added layer of stress. I live in San Antonio, Texas, which is like the place in the United States where they're bringing all the coronavirus. The people who are infected with coronavirus, I should say. It's probably a more polite way to say that. And it's actually very close to me. I live near some of the military bases. And it's a little worrisome as it spreads and continues to spread. We just had it like on the news yesterday. Some of our officials saying stuff like, basically everyone's gonna get it. Like, you're gonna get coronavirus. So it's a little scary. So to kind of deal with that, went out, got some supplies just in case.
Be wary.
Did a little bit of that over the weekend.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I'm gonna toss one of these firewoods because we're just not gonna be able to use it. Go ahead and camp.
Huddled together.
Yeah, you can't really
and vulnerable.
get rid of that. There we go.
Rats in a maze.
Let's get rid of our stress. All companions have lower stress. We're not staying here, so we just want to get rid of everyone's stress. Prevent the nighttime ambush. I don't even think that's a thing. But there we go. We're good to go. But yeah, just went and stockpile basically on water. Water and dried goods, canned goods, stuff like that. Stuff that we're going to eat anyway. You know what I mean? But before everything gets crazy, if people start getting sick around here, it's going to get nuts. Like, absolutely nuts. And the last thing you want to do is be competing with people to try and get water and, like, basic supplies. You know, get a little bit of gas and some empty gas tanks. I've got in my shed, you know,
Wealth
just the
beyond
basics.
measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
But yeah, like I said, God forbid stuff goes actually wrong. Well, that was not. There's nowhere to go from here. There's no key. I thought for sure we were headed towards a key, but we are not. We are not at all. And we've got our people craving. And I think we are just going to regroup in the hamlet. We made a lot of progress, but like,
up once again.
I mean, look at all the stuff we got. But our gold is slowly dwindling. Not dwindling. I mean, that's so disingenuous to say. We're near the end of the game.
An exquisite example of craftsmanship.
We've got all the gold we need.
Futility.
And futility. He stayed up working for days, inspired by the rare quality of his materials, and determined to do them justice with his own skill. We're pretty much at the point where we can't even use those types of upgrades. I picked up some extra characters. Some lower level guys, just in case. I'm going to take this level 4 abomination as well.
Tortured and reclusive. This man is more dangerous than he seems.
And let's just generally do a nice like little check and see what, if anything, we can upgrade. Oh, we can max out our survivalist. Cool. No visible changes there. The stagecoach is maxed out. I actually don't need to do it that way. I can do it like this. Of course, stagecoach. The guild should be maxed out long ago. Survivalist, fine. The tavern, sure.
Strong drink, a game of chance, and companionship. The rush of life.
Man, we just need crests, is what it seems like.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
If we go into our districts, are there any uses whatsoever for any of the other things that aren't No. So we are totally done, I think, with deeds. Yeah, that's finished. The Abbey needs busts. So we need busts and portraits. Otherwise, we're good. So we can convert all of these deeds into... There's no better way to do this. Let's convert them into... Get 100 more of those for now.
All manner of diversion and dalliance await those who cross the threshold with coin in hand.
Get 10 more portraits. Wait. And sure, I'll take 3 more crests.
With enough ale, maybe they can be inured against the horrors below.
We're basically doing this for the Wayne June lines. The Wayne June lines are like just gold every single time. Let's do...
A man in a robe.
They always say this
claiming
one.
communion with the divine.
Madness.
Madness.
Okay, that's enough. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. We're probably going to use both of these invitations. We're going to have to go all the way back to kind of square one and go to the other side. We have to find the key. I might look at the map just to expedite the process. I don't know how fun it is to watch me stumbling around in the dark in the courtyard, hoping not to lose another Vestal. But when we find the key, which will probably take one invitation, then it'll take another invitation, and we'll fight the Countess. I might just go ahead and make that like one big long episode, and that way, you know, we knock it out in one episode. You guys don't have to wait, you know, in case I don't get a chance to play Darkest Dungeon for too much longer. One episode to deal with the Countess, and then one episode for us to go and kill the Heart of Darkness. And then that's pretty much it. Then the only last boss we have to see in the game is, I'm pretty sure this is the final boss, is the, there's like a stonework golem guy that appears in the courtyard that you can go and fight. And he's a bit of a boss as well. But that's going to be it. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Brett. My YouTube channel is Goodtalk Gaming. And from me and Tiny, we'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.